Hello everyone. I, Ms. Bhavna Danesh Munod, welcome you all in Agricultural Development Trust, Shardabai Pawar, Mahila Arts, Commerce and Science College, Sharda Nagar, Baramati. Good day, dear students. Last period we studied about characteristics of an entrepreneurship. Till now we studied about an entrepreneur, his qualities, functions and characteristics. Then we saw what is entrepreneurship development, and in that we studied about characteristics of an entrepreneurship children. Now in this period we'll study of process of entrepreneurship development. Now see, there are two process of entrepreneurship development. That is, first one is training and the second one is entrepreneurship development program. Now we all know training is required, children. To be perfect, we require training. Training is utmost important. So in any business organization, if any new techniques are there, any new technologies have been introduced, the company's requirement, or it means utmost say for the company to give or provide training to the employees. So process of entrepreneurship development, the first part is training. Now what is there in training, we will see. See, the traditional school of thought has been thinking that entrepreneurs are born and not made, whereas the modern observation mentions that some entrepreneurs may be born, but a large number of them can be made by education and training. Hence, today there is a need of training to produce eligible future entrepreneurs. See, children, they have told that it is a thought entrepreneurs are born, means from childhood only they have a talent. But now today's education or today's thinking tells us that with the help of education and if we provide proper training, we will have future entrepreneurs. We will have younger generations, we will have future entrepreneurs eligible and most capable because of education and training. So training is also second thought we can have successful entrepreneurs. Now training is a scheme of instructions, they have told, which is planned, systematic, consistent, pervasive and monitored to measure its effectiveness. See, whenever we have training, it is always planned. And why we have training, children? To be perfect. So whatever training, whatever plans are there, schedules are there, it will be in that monitor, means it will be in measurement to get better results. So it is an integral part or input of managerial development. So training broadens the vision of entrepreneurs by providing them suitable opportunities for an interchange of experience within and outside an industry. It builds necessary skills of new entrepreneurs. So training imparts knowledge of marketing of goods, production methods, consumers education, etc. So training will provide what? All knowledge related to marketing. So whatever consumers requirement are there related to goods and services, production, demand, supply, training will provide us. So training exposes an entrepreneur to the latest development which can directly or indirectly affects him. So with the help of training, children, minimization of excessive scraps means whatever it is there in extra amount, whatever say wastage of resources or say wastage of material it is there, with the help of training we can use that, we can minimize that wastage. So excessive scraps will be reduced, defective outputs and wastages in the production process. So training helps in improving overall efficiency of an entrepreneur. The process of training helps an entrepreneur to accept new technology, team spirit, standardization, reduces fatigue, minimize industrial, etc. So, children, what they have told regarding training, that training will help us in accepting new ideas, new technologies. We will take help of new technologies, will improve, means who will improve? The entrepreneur will improve his technology, have quantity and quality of production, wastage of resources will be less. Children, they can minimize that wastage of resources, excessive scraps, improve in quality and quantity of production, whatever demand and supply is required in the market. Regarding customers satisfaction also training will provide. So this training to the entrepreneurs can be given by two methods, either by lecture method or practical method. Demo will be given to them. So by lecture method also, like they will explain you, give training, and demo method means practically also they will show you. So this training can be provided by lecture method, demonstration method, individual instructions, group instructions, meeting, conferences and seminars, etc. So what this training is giving to you? What is the training providing you? To be a better entrepreneur. How to utilize the resources, how to stop wastage, technological development, be skilled, improve your capability. This can be done with the help of training and proper education, children. So this was training can be provided, they have told, by which method? Lecture method or demo method or seminars, group instructions, meetings, conferences, etc. Now recently a seminar was arranged for you. For example, I am telling you, students, a seminar, which seminar was arranged for you? CA as a best career. Why this was arranged? So that proper information, proper knowledge you will get about CA course. Yes or no, children? So that training, that knowledge was important for you to boost up, to motivate you, to have something thinking about your future goal. And if you are planning for becoming a CA, that means you are having betterment for your future. You want to achieve some goal in life. So that training, that say first session of seminar was there to motivate you, dear children. Then the second type regarding process of entrepreneurship development is the second one, entrepreneurship development program, children. See, the second one is what? EDP, that is entrepreneurship development program. So let us see what is in this entrepreneurship development program. So an entrepreneurship development program has been defined as a program designed to help a person to strengthen his entrepreneurial motive and in acquiring skills and capabilities necessary for playing his entrepreneurial role efficiently. So this program is provided to the entrepreneurs to be more efficient, children. Which program? EDP, that is Employment Development Program. So employment development program is a device, say, through which people with latent entrepreneurial traits are identified, motivated to take up new industrial venture, trained in managing the unit and guided in all aspects of starting an enterprise. So this entrepreneurship development program, children, was introduced in Gujarat in 1970. And it was sponsored by the Gujarat Industrial Investment Corporation. So this is for your basic knowledge, children, that employment development program was first introduced where? In Gujarat in the year 1970, and it was sponsored by the Gujarat Industrial Investment Corporation. So the EDPs are based on McClelland's experiments in Kakinada district of Andhra Pradesh. See, where are the programs based? So employment development programs are based on McClelland's experiments in Kakinada district of Andhra Pradesh, where businessmen were provided with motivation and training, children. Now what are the steps regarding employment development program? That we will see one by one, children. Now the first step regarding employment development program is arrangement of infrastructure. Now, if you want to become a successful entrepreneur, if you are then entrepreneurship, children, first see of the infrastructure. Make arrangements of your building. If that infrastructure requires any repairing, requires any new technology, do it. Then the second one is selection of potential entrepreneur. Whoever you are selecting, whoever is the leader of your organization, boss, see that he is capable. He can take decisions properly in any situation. He is hardworking person to select a proper potential entrepreneur, children. Then the third one is identification of enterprise. The third step for entrepreneurship development program, children. Identification of an enterprise, which enterprise you are working in. Then the fourth one is actual training program. If you are not qualified, have training for yourself. Give yourself proper training. Then fifth one is selection of training personal training for yourself. If you want any improvement, if you want to study any language, if you want to learn, improve yourself, have your personal training first. Then Selection of method of training. Now you want to develop as an entrepreneur. You want to give training to your employees. You want to be a successful entrepreneur, then an entrepreneurship development program should be arranged which will provide training for your employees. So which method of training will you use? Whether you will use lecture method or you will have seminars, you will have demo, you will have PowerPoint presentation, whatever it is required to give training, you select that method, children. What we are studying? Steps of employment or entrepreneurship development program. Then the seventh one, when you decide by which method you are going to give the training, then that time actual training will be started, children. And the last step in this is monitoring and following. Whatever you decide, you monitor and follow, means you observe, you supervise and follow regarding the steps of employment development program. Now we'll come to see the objectives. Now one by one we will see the objectives, children, of employment development program. Now the first objective of employment development program is to foster entrepreneurial growth in the country. To foster means what? Encourage. Whatever entrepreneurs are there, younger entrepreneurs, please encourage them. See that expansion of entrepreneurs are there. Growth is there. Encourage more and more young entrepreneurs. Then the second one is optimum use of available resources. Whatever resources you have with you, use that resources. Use that. Say use less resources and do maximum production. So this is the second objective of what? Employment development program. Then the third one is development of backward regions and improving economic status. So by training, by having this employment development programs, children, you can improve in rural and backward areas. There will be more younger entrepreneurs or say small scale industries started in rural areas if we provide training, and that will be economically supporting government. Then the fourth one is generation of employment opportunities. And we all know when industries are more, say we have studied in economics also, that secondary industry, that is secondary sector development in industries will provide job opportunities more in our country, children. The problem which are facing more, we are lacking, that is unemployment. And we want jobs for our younger generation, then we have to have industries more. So generation of employment opportunities will be more when we have younger entrepreneurs. And the last objective of this is widening base for small and medium scale enterprises or say industries. Means whatever small and medium scale industries are there, they will have an expansion, children, growth due to this employment development program. Now you can see over here the image, children. Yes or no? What this image tells us, what we are studying regarding process of entrepreneurship development. So if you see the person, what he is giving? He is giving a seminar. He is motivating. Who are these people sitting over here? All younger generation, if you can see. So a person is providing training to them. Just an image I have shown you over there. So that person is providing training. He gives lecture, he gives seminar, or he speaks to people, he motivates people. Why we want that? So that more young entrepreneurs will be there in our country and economically we can be strong, children. Now next point in chapter is recent initiatives in entrepreneurship development. Now what government took the steps to develop, to motivate younger generation? What are the initiative steps taken by the government for entrepreneurship development? So we'll see our first entrepreneurship development program, that is Startup India, children. Our first thing, Startup India. Now see, what is Startup India? A Startup India is defined as an entity having its headquarters in India, which was opened less than 10 years ago and has an annual turnover of less than rupees 100 crores. So under this initiative, the government already launched the iMade program to help Indian entrepreneurs to build 10 lakh mobile app startups See, Startup India, government invested rupees 100 crore in that project. Why government invested? So that younger entrepreneurs will be motivated to have more new apps, more new projects, which will be iMade program. And this will help an Indian entrepreneurs to build 10 lakh apps on their own. Then the second scheme by government after Startup India was the Mudra Bank scheme, children. That is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. See, this Mudra Bank scheme was very important, very beneficial, means it provided loan not only to the entrepreneurs, also to the people who are in the backward region. Say, not developed the areas, the rural areas, with less rate of interest. Money was given them as in a type of loan. Interest was taken from those people, but at less rate of interest. Why this thing happened? So that there will be more younger entrepreneurs to achieve their dreams, to be a successful entrepreneur, to start more and more new industries in our country, so that financially we will be improving, children. So this Mudra Bank scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, was started by Indian government, which aims to provide, as I told you, microfinance, low interest rate loans to entrepreneurs from low socio-economic backgrounds. So one of the objective of the Indian government is to make India a nation of job creators instead of job seekers. And thus the government wants to encourage entrepreneurship and to promote innovation, children. It aims at creating such an ecosystem which will be conducive for the growth of startups in India. So Startup India is an initiative of the government of India. It was launched in the year 2016, children, and it aimed at building an ecosystem which will nurture startups in the country, so that sustainable economic growth and large scale employment opportunities can be generated. And thus the government of India announced this Startup India Action Plan. Now what this plan tells us, we will see, children, one by one. What this plan is telling us, that is first one, simplification and hand holding, children. The first point in this plan is simplification and hand holding. Now what is this? That here compliance procedures for startups will be made easy. Similarly, if necessary, winding up will also be allowed on fast track basis. Now see, the first plan, simplification and hand holding, means what? Now Startup India government wanted why? To encourage younger entrepreneurs. So it was a very easy process to provide loan to the younger generation. So government told that it will be a soft, smooth process and immediate process if you want loan. Who? The younger entrepreneurs. It made easy for them. Similarly, if the younger entrepreneurs would want to wind up whatever with their project is there, they want to close it up their account, it will be also allowed on fast track basis, means immediately. They wanted to start, okay, they started, and they wanted to wind up, close their project, they can do immediately. That was the first process in Startup India. Then the second one was funding, support and incentives. Now government wanted to motivate younger generation. They wanted to have more younger entrepreneurs, more secondary industries or sectors should be established. So here government provided funds in the way of Mudra Bank scheme, children, providing loans at lesser rate of interest. So they told that government will participate in funding process indirectly, as well as tax exemptions will allowed in capital gain, income tax, etc. Means how government encouraged, motivated the younger generation, that loan will be provided, low rate of interest will also be given, and if the younger entrepreneurs have profit also 1 or 2 years, say, that tax will also be reduced. Income tax, they will be given some discount facility, or the tax exemptions will be there. So this schemes government introduced, that is for funding, support and incentives. Then the third regarding Startup India process was industry. So regarding industry, they have told that academia partnership and incubation, that under this initiative government is proposing to introduce startup phase to provide pre-incubation training So government set up incubators with the help of private sector to launch innovation, focus programs for students and so on. So what is this industry means what? Government started this startup phase to have more industries, to encourage more industries, to give incubator training. We studied training. We require training to be efficient. So incubation training was provided by this Startup India children for private sectors as also, means with the help of private sectors also this training was provided to launch innovative ideas, to have new programs for the students and so on. Then come to the next point in our chapter, that is objectives of startups. Now we'll see one by one what were the objectives of startups. We all know startup was introduced to encourage, to motivate younger entrepreneurs, to provide them loan, to provide them funding, to guide them, to give them trading as incubators, and to launch the innovative new ideas. So objectives of startups are that they have told that programs were under startup and stand up in India. Means startup India and stand up India was there. So what were they? That rupees 10,000 crore for startup funding full. Means government started with an initiative of rupees 100 crore funds over there. Then reduction in patent registration fees. Whoever wants to register themselves for training, say for entrepreneur, for employment, or say to have an industry for them, registration fees were not there. Improved bankruptcy code means whoever wants to pay a little bit late whatever loan he has taken, rate of interest is less, time was given to them to ensure 90 days exit window, means time was given to them. So improved bankruptcy code to ensure 90 days exit window. Freedom from mystifying inspections for first 3 years of operation was there. Whatever inspections were there, first 3 years of operation, there was a freedom. Means it was not checked very strictly by the government. Freedom was given to the younger entrepreneurs. First 3 years children. Then tax also was reduced for first 3 years if they have opened an industry. So freedom from capital gain tax was also there. Freedom for tax for first 3 years of operation was also given. Then self glorification compliance. This was under through Startup India children. So whatever self-development was there, it was say motivated by the government. Then the government targeted 5 lakh schools and involved 10 lakh children in innovation related programs. See what the government did, Startup and Stand Up India for entrepreneurs also. Then for younger generation, for students, government also targeted 5 lakh schools and involved 10 lakh children in innovation related programs. Then the next is encourage entrepreneurship within the country. Government started encouraging entrepreneurship within the country. Then it promoted India across the world as startup hub, and it built startup at Oasis as Rajasthan Incubation Center. So these were objectives of startups and stand-ups in India children. Now Stand Up India ecosystem, see what it tells us. It provides us with rural self-employment training institutes, vocational training centers, MSME, that is micro, small, medium enterprises development institutions children. Then state, SC, ST development and financial corporations industries. These are according to Stand Up India ecosystem. Associations are there. District industry centers are there. Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry is there. Skilling centers are there. And the next main point regarding Stand Up India is children about Women Entrepreneurial Association. Means both the programs were launched by government, Stand Up India and Startup India. Startup India was regarding funding and motivating younger entrepreneurs. Even the school were also involved in this. And in Stand Up India children, micro, small, medium enterprises as well as women's were mostly encouraged to become entrepreneurs. So Women Entrepreneurial Association was there. If you can see in the diagram, it is mentioned, see, where Startup and Stand Up India was there. So first is policy regulations, in that they improved. Then they improved in banking sector, finance. Then capacity of an entrepreneur was improved. technology was improved by this, and the next point is infrastructure. In the diagram you can see, so various points or various themes the government concentrated were infrastructure, technology, policy, finance, and capacity. Saying Women Entrepreneurial Association was developed by Startup and Stand Up India. So in that, various banks also we have seen, NABARD was there, SIDBI was there. This were encouraging all younger entrepreneurs children. So this was related to what? Process of entrepreneurship development, where training and entrepreneurship development program was introduced. In entrepreneurship development program, we studied about startup and stand up India children, and regarding Mudra Bank scheme, that is Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, to provide finance to younger entrepreneurs. So this all we studied in this period. Next period we'll study about the further point children. Thank you.